Dashcams have evolved over the past few years from being a high-end luxury purchase for your car to something that everybody can own and use easily. Buying a new dashcam for yourself or as a gift doesn't have to be a chore either. In this video, I'll explain some of the different benefits and features to help you make an informed decision about which dashcam to pick. These days, there are a lot of different benefits to dashcam ownership. At some point, you've probably watched viral video footage of crazy moments on the road caught by dashcams, but those are all for show. Let's talk about some of those day-to-day benefits you get from a dashcam. Parking benefits. Dashcams nowadays have built-in G sensors which begin to lock themselves into recording when it senses collision. With the right installation method, a dashcam can turn on and begin to record if your vehicle has been impacted, whether it be someone errantly running into you or even breaking into your vehicle. Depending on the model you choose, you can record inside or outside your car, or both. Accidents. It goes without saying that the most common dashcam user is interested in the security of capturing footage from an accident for insurance or legal purposes. Video evidence of a dashcam capturing the moment of collision is helpful evidence and may speed up or support an insurance claim. Speed tracking. Most dashcams nowadays come on board with the ability to capture the speed at which you're driving. Once again, this could be helpful if you're attempting to dispute a speeding ticket. Red light camera detection. Nowadays, there are many dashcams that have red light camera detection too. However, use of these types of dashcams are prohibited through much of Canada simply because they're treated in the same class as radar detectors. As of April 2021, radar detectors are only legal in 3 provinces in Canada, and that's BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan, so look to pick a camera that will keep you out of trouble. It goes without saying that the truest form of a dashcam is the front camera. This is the camera that attaches to your windshield or in some cases your rearview mirror. Front dashcams these days typically record in 1080p at a minimum and between 30 to 60 frames per second depending on the model you choose. Dual camera systems exist in 2 forms, always with the front camera, but then the choice of a rear camera, which is most common, or an in-dash camera that films the inside of your vehicle. You'll see a lot of taxi and rideshare drivers have this latter style. It's common that the in-dash cameras record at 1080p as well, but the rear cameras for the most part record at 720. Since everything connects to the main front camera though, audio syncs with both videos perfectly. Keep all this in mind though when you buy a memory card. Since the higher your recording resolution, the more memory your camera will chew through with each video. As a rule of thumb, you're usually looking at about 60 to 80 megs per minute for a 1080p front cam, and about half that for a rear camera. Generally, all dashcams nowadays will take pretty large memory cards, but typically require you to FAT32 partition them beforehand, otherwise the camera won't recognize it. Most dashcams will let you reformat a card at any time, but some won't do it unless the card has been pre-partitioned. This might be a challenge considering FAT32 partitioning isn't a native feature on new computer operating systems these days, so you might need a third-party app to do it. There's about a 70-30 split on cameras that have accompanying Wi-Fi apps and those that don't. Those that don't require you to pull your memory cards out and plug them into a computer to watch your footage back. The nice thing is that some of these dashcams also come with supporting apps from the memory card itself to watch this footage back that will let you watch things through a menu rather than picking and choosing through a giant folder. Wi-Fi apps will require a smartphone, of course, but will let you watch and manage your videos typically through a local download where you don't need to touch the memory card. About 50% of dashcams also come with touchscreens that will let you accomplish the same thing and configure settings too. These dashcams do tend to be a bit bigger, so you'll obviously want to think about how large of a presence you want on that front windshield. However, the convenience of having a touchscreen can't be denied. Installing a dashcam is pretty easy because for the most part they're plug and play using the DC power port of your vehicle. For a lot of everyday dashcam users, this is all you're going to need. However, this can be fairly limiting. If this port powers off when your car does, you won't have access to any parking features. This means that if somebody breaks into your car or hits it in a parking lot, you'll have no footage of the incident. However, on the other hand, you might have a port that never switches off. This is good because it means you'll have access to the parking features, but it'll probably drain the car's battery faster. Your other option is to get a hardwire kit for your dashcam. This sees you connecting and powering your dashcam through your vehicle's fuse box. Depending on where that is in your car, you might need a kit with a longer or shorter wire. Some companies sell this as a separate accessory, and some offer it free with purchase. You might need some extra tools like wire crimpers and a voltage meter to do this though, so if you don't feel comfortable, you might want to talk to your mechanic or dealership about giving you a hand. Once you're locked and plugged in, cameras will typically just auto-record from default settings. This should be sufficient for most users, but you can typically access settings from a dashcam's touchscreen or mobile app to change things like recording quality, G-sensor sensitivity, and more. Pay attention to a feature called continuous loop recording. This is how long of a segment your camera records videos. Most cameras are set at 1-minute loops out of the box, and once the card exceeds its memory, it will start to overwrite the oldest footage you have, aside from anything that's been locked as special footage. Lastly, let's take a look at some of the more common brands you'll find at Best Buy. Garmin dashcams are very small, but pack a powerful punch. They don't always come with touchscreens, but have a simple-to-use app and very easy connectivity so you can easily watch your videos back. Thinkware is pretty straightforward and offers a lot of different configurations and footage storage options. Thinkware's app isn't the greatest, but the plug-and-play connectivity is good, and it's really easy to watch your footage back and download your videos. Nextbase is very driven by thinking outside the box. They have perhaps the most diverse selection of cameras and the best mobile app on the market with features like memory capacity monitors and direct email capabilities as well. They were also the first to innovate emergency SOS capabilities directly from the camera too. That said, local Wi-Fi connectivity is known to be spotty at times, but the cameras are very reliable, and with lots of different hardware options available, you can pick from any number of configurations. That brings this video to a close. I hope this has given you a lot to think about, and hopefully you've settled on some of the features you like and are ready to go looking for your next dashcam. You can find a huge selection of dashcams available now at your local Best Buy and online at bestbuy.ca. Make sure you check the other videos and subscribe to this channel for more dashcam video reviews. All the brands discussed in this video and more have been reviewed by the Best Buy blog, so make sure you visit blog.bestbuy.ca if you'd like to take a more in-depth look at some of these cameras.